Hey, what's up guys? Kind of doing like a part 2 to the video I just did. Just because I have so many E-blades to kind of pull from, I figured I'd do kind of an overview of Autococker E-blade frames, kind of show you a little bit of the differences, what works with what. So I would say this would be your most classic E-blade setup, right? One of the E-oracles, E1 frame, E1 front. So I would call this more a war blade frame rather than a E-blade. As you can see, it has the little rail on the bottom, and the trigger guard is more square. And then it has the WGP E1 front. Then I have this one right here, which has a WGP frame, but Planet Eclipse E1 front. They're totally identical, but these are E1, so they're going to have the little almost dot matrix looking screen on there. Semi only, open solenoid. And then you kind of step into the E2 frames. So this would be an E2. As you can see, Planet Eclipse trigger guard, and the totally encased solenoid housing. Then you're kind of going to have the carnivore frame, which is very similar to the regular war blade, but a little bit more ultralight milled, and it is going to have an E2 back and buttons. This one is also going to be an E2, just standard, with the nice Nexus solenoid plate. And then you're gonna have the DC2, which, as you can see, is like an ego frame with the snatch grip and beaver tail into the frame. Not doing this to be like, totally informational, but I did kind of want to show the differences between an E1 and an E2. I'm trying to see if I have a more standard E2 frame, E1 frame, which I think I do right here. So this is a standard E1, and here's a standard E2. As you can tell, the actual milling is very similar, but different triggers. And they are not interchangeable triggers. These ones have this little notch up here, and these ones sit in the frame. Obviously, if you flip to the back, they look very similar, but this one is going to be fit for the E1 board, and this one is going to be fit for the E2. They are swappable, but you can see these are centered, and these ones are off to the right, so it will fit the board a little bit differently. But yeah, just kind of wanted to make a quick video kind of showing the differences, because there is a lot of different frames. I've even seen a carnivore frame with the rubber membrane pad like an ego. So if you're kind of curious on what you're looking at, standard Planet Eclipse E1. This is going to be an E1 Warblade frame, and these are E1 grips. Typically, the WGP frames come with the split grips, but this would be a standard WGP E1. Whoa! Very professional. This is going to be a standard E2 frame, obviously with the fully enclosed solenoid. This is going to be a WGP E2 frame, mainly seen on the carnivore. I think some oracles came with it. Obviously another example of a E2. And then you have the DC2 frame. So just kind of wanted to show it off because, I've never had all of them kind of on hand at the same time. If you have any questions, let me know. But I can kind of show you the LCD difference here. So there's an E1 on the left. Very simple. Here's an E2 on the right. As you can see, looks very Planet Eclipse. So, yeah. Go into the modes, go into the modes. Obviously, semi-only shooting modes. That's kind of your main benefit there. But they all kind of work the same. Like I said, just kind of a quick overview here. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I can make other videos, but some of the information is kind of hard to see unless you have all of them in front of you. So, like I said, you know, E1, WGP E1, E2, WGP E2, and then DC. All of them are very similar. All the parts are swappable. So if you're ever curious if you should get an E1 or an E2, it's up to you how you feel about the solenoid, but you can always put an E2 board or a 0B board in an E1 frame, and it'll be just as good as an E1. So, all right, hope you enjoyed.